Idea Factory International reveals Neptunia Game Maker. My next one is a Villainess. Sympathy Kiss Games or Western release. Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters also has the Xbox One, Xbox Series XS and next year. Aliens coverage at Anime Expo 2023 sponsored by Yen Press. Idea Factory International announced on Anime Expo Sunday that will bring the Neptunia Game Maker Art Revolution. My next side is the Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom, Pirates of the Disturbance, and Sympathy Kiss Games. To the west, in addition to Idea Factory International, will release the Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters game on the Xbox One, Xbox Series XS consoles, basically in North America, Europe in next year, and digitally worldwide, and those consoles also in next year. Idea Factory International will release Neptunia Game Maker Art Evolution for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Switch next year. Idea Factory International describes the game. The latest installment on the Neptunia series has arrived. The goal of this game is to rebuild and manage the game company. Build your company and turn it into a huge corporation. This latest entry to the world of Neptunia is better than ever. The battle system has been expanded and now allows for a 4-person party. Dungeons can be explored on the high-speed motorcycle, and the Harvard Photo mode will get you express yourselves via fun, manga-like creations. Idea Factory International will release My Next Side is a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom, Pirates of the Disturbance physically and digitally in North America and Europe and a Switch this winter. Idea Factory International describes the game. Katarina Kleis is a young woman born into a family of nobility who has a memory of her past life as a high school student. She was reincarnated as a villainess in an ultimate game called Fortune Lover. Exile or death were all that awaited her in this new world. However, she managed to evade these ends and somehow made it during the year the spring break. As fate will have it, both Katarina and her adopted brother Ket were to board a state-of-the-art luxury liner called the Vinculum and its maiden voyage during their time away from the academy. Once aboard the ship, she realized her friends were also in attendance in what was meant to be a luxurious journey at sea. The tide changed quickly when they were attacked by pirates who took over the Vinculum and held all of its passengers hostage. These turns of events all seem familiar to Katarina, and she begins to recall this was a storyline to a Fortune Lover fanbook. Could this mean she's living at the resurrection of a canned dome ending? Will Katarina and her friends be able to return to Sorcerer safely? The curtain rises with a new twist, and it's still flag evading romantic comedy. Idea Factory International will release Sympathy Kiss in the West in early next year for the Switch. The Idea Factory International describes the game. About a year has passed since Akari Amasawa started her new job as a designer at Astario, a mobile app maker, but she doesn't dislike her job. She's not deeply passionate about it either. After her yearly performance review, she's given the opportunity to join the Starcy team. The company's namesake app, Starcy, is the newest apps that made a big splash with its launch, but has since fallen behind arrival apps, including apps run by Astario itself. Management has decided to give the app one last chance before shutting it down for good, and Akari and all of her new co-workers will need to give their all to save the app from the chopping block. While Akari find true love, what she finds this she wants to do in life, but the app gets shut down. Wait, was Akari only given this opportunity because the company was looking for an excuse to fire her? Business and Flesh Mix and Sympathy Kiss, a trading office romance and slice of life drama.